What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today we're going to talk about two of the most dangerous jobs to have in prison. And because I was thinking, what is it that people think about prison, people out here? And obviously, those of you that haven't been to prison, you don't know. You have an idea. Everything basically is dangerous. Doesn't matter where you are. And once you're inside maximum security prison in California, unfortunately, lately it seems like every week, sometimes even sooner, we're seeing that someone else has been murdered in a California prison. So condolences to the families of both victim and aggressor, because those families suffer, right? And just well wishes for everyone in there, man. I don't know if that's even the right term to use, but I know how it is. And everybody just keep your head on a swivel, man. Now, going to prison is bad enough, but you know what? If you're going to prison, 9 out of 10 times, you fucking earned it. And we're not going to sugarcoat that. You are there because of your decision making, right? You know, I did the same fucking thing. I did not give a damn about society's rules, their laws, or their feelings. I did what I wanted when I wanted. I was selfish, self-centered, and I was basically an outlaw, right? I went to prison. You know, I went to YA from 89 to 93. I paroled January 5th, 1993. June 29th, I was picked up for a hot one and facing the death penalty. And I did from 1993 to 2017. This is for people that don't know the story, right? And now, if you think you're going to go to prison and you're just going to do your time, that's probably not going to happen. You can try that. And I encourage that, right? But understand that unless you go in as, I don't know what, a non-affiliate maybe, I don't know. But even then, if a race riot kicks off, whatever your race is, you better back them up. Even as a non-affiliate, you better back them up because they're watching. Everybody's watching. There are two jobs in my experience that are, maybe the word dangerous isn't the right word, but these jobs come with responsibilities. And if you get assigned to that job and you don't want those responsibilities, a lot of times people are going to make sure you understand what comes with the job. And if you're ready, and if you're not, they'll do a job change and switch somebody out that is wanting to be a part of the reindeer games. The first one I'm going to mention is yard crew. Now, in my experience, things are different now. You guys got to remember, I can only speak from before. What's going on now is different, but I'm going to give you what I know, and I doubt it changed. In my experience, the cops used to like to put the guys that they felt were in the mix on the yard crew. And they wanted you to be on the yard crew because they wanted to monitor you. And it's easier to monitor you if you're on the yard as opposed to in your cell. When you're in your cell, the only one that can possibly try to keep an eye on you is the tower cop, but that's just too obvious. He can't sit there and just be staring in your cell. You're going to fucking do something. You know what I'm saying? Put a window cover up, whatever. Put a sheet up on the end of the bunk, whatever. When you are on the yard crew, you're front and center. They're going to see who comes and talks to you, how often people talk to you. They're going to see the little juntas that you throw. You know, it's the whole thing, right? But for those of you that aren't in the mix, that get assigned to the yard crew, understand that you will be moving weaponry. You will be involved in the handling of weapons on a regular basis. And a lot of times, depending on the setup of the yard, you will probably be putting in work. Especially if you stick your nose where it doesn't belong, you're definitely going to get put on the priority list. But there are times when the guy that's going to have the best access is going to be the yard crew guy. As a yard crew guy, you are going to be not only moving weapons, you're going to be moving contraband from building to building in various ways. And all of these activities easily can lead to additional time and possibly life sentence, depending on what you do, what you get caught for, right? So there's that. The second job that I'm going to mention, and I wish I could poll you guys on what you guys thought the two jobs would be. But the second one is a tier tender. The guy that works on the tier, sweeping and mopping, cleaning the showers, throwing out the trash. So as a tier tender, you're responsible for transporting and moving around, again, those illicit things that are available in prison. You will be the one moving the shit around, right? But more than that, you're going to be strapped. Because as a tier tender, let's say something goes bad. Somebody decides they can no longer be there. Everybody is locked in their cell. So you're always listening. If a cop approaches a cell, there's a spot over there I need to mop. Because you want to hear what's going on. What's this conversation? And why is this conversation being held at this door? And if you hear something funny and that door pops, guess what? You got to get them. As a tier tender, you're responsible for anyone trying to slip out the back door on your watch. Again, all these activities lead to potential life sentence, even death, especially in the building. If somebody's trying to sneak away and you got action and you catch them in the rotunda and you start getting off, the gunner's right above your head. If you're on the tier, the gunner's about 40 feet away. With the Mini 14, in both scenarios, that's ugly. If you're lucky, you get shot. I remember in New Folsom, they used to have this policy. I don't know if they still do it. But if they use the Mini, well, you know what? They pretty much changed it while I was there the second time. But they used to have this policy where if somebody was getting hit and the Mini 14 had to be used, they would shoot the victim. They would shoot who was getting whacked. And their reasoning was he's already getting hit by his own people. So if I shoot him, nobody's going to retaliate. If I shoot one of the aggressors, people are going to be pissed off and they may come after me. And that's just another twist in, I'm sure people hearing that right now are like, son of a bitch. Yeah, your own people fucking decided it was time for you to go and the cop agreed. Busted on you. So, again, this is just a quick video to give you guys a glimpse of what really goes on in there. What is expected. Most guys, keeping it real, you get a tier tender job, you're cool. You're like, back then, you're like, shit, I got phone action now. But, and again, like I was telling you earlier, like when I was on yard crew and Vatos would get assigned to the yard crew, I would pull them over immediately. Like, hey, Holmes, who did they assign? So-and-so. Okay. And he would come on. I'd be like, hey, Holmes, you want this job? Are you sure you want this job? Because, these are the things that we're expecting of you, this and this and that. And some Vatos would be like, you know what, Holmes, I don't want those responsibilities. I personally never looked at them like a pussy. I looked at them as they were smart enough to know they weren't built for that yet. They would probably be around a little while and then develop that bug and then be like, yeah, hey, you know what? I wish I had that yard crew job. Oh, well, fool, sit in your motherfucking cell. But anyway, I shouldn't have laughed. People are going to get mad at me for laughing. Humor's good, though. But anyways, I'm going to keep this short. I got to go. I did a live today on my small channel. Those of you that don't know, the Dubess channel, DUBESS, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you hit all on the notifications. And I had brought it up that I'm considering doing maybe every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll do a live on that channel during the daytime with a topic. We don't stick to the topics. Today we went an hour and 20 minutes. It was a great one. If you're interested and you have time, you're driving, you're working, whatever, go ahead and check it out. It's up there already. But anyways, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.